If gas disappears for one night, your life doesn't stop, it reroutes. And that's worse. You pull into the station Tuesday morning. The pumps are lit. The screen says ready. You tap your card, it authorizes. Nothing comes out. You squeeze the handle again. The display blinks. The number ticks up, but no fuel moves. You get back in your car and drive to the next station. Same thing. It doesn't look like an emergency. Not yet. Just a few people standing by their car staring at nozzles. One guy shakes the handle like that'll fix it. A delivery driver walks inside, asks the clerk what's wrong. The clerk shrugs. System's fine on my end. The driver leaves. He has 12 stops today. He'll figure it out. Most people assume it's local, a payment processor issue, a glitch. They just keep driving. But the pattern repeats. 6 hours in, a nurse finishes her overnight shift. Quarter tank left. She stops on the way home, but the pump says, temporarily unavailable. She tries another station. Same message. She's been awake for 14 hours. She finds a third station with a line and waits 30 minutes. When it's her turn, the pump cuts off after 3 gallons. A handwritten sign is taped to the machine. Limit 5 gallons. No one tells her why. By hour 12, the roads feel different. Not empty, just slower, cautious. You see a parent on the phone outside of school. Can someone else pick up my son? My car won't make it. A rideshare driver sits in a gas station lot, canceling trips. He's been there 40 minutes. Half the pumps have plastic bags over the nozzles. No explanation. Then someone walks out with a red gas can. Then 2 more people. A line forms at the one pump that still works. 18 hours in. You check the news. There's nothing major. A local blog mentions delivery delays in select regions. A forum thread says it's happening in 6 states. Another says 9. No official statement. No press conference. No clarity. The gas station app on your phone still works. It shows locations. It lets you pay. But the map doesn't match reality. Stations marked open are dark. Stations marked fuel available have lines stretching onto the highway. Systems rarely break loudly. They stall quietly. A long-haul trucker sits in a rest stop staring at his route. He has enough fuel to get halfway. After that, he doesn't know. He calls dispatch. They tell him to wait for an update. The update never comes. 24 hours. You see a man pushing his car into a station, a family sitting on the curb beside theirs, waiting. It's still Tuesday, technically. Nothing has collapsed, but every small decision now carries weight. Drive to the grocery store? Maybe. Drive to see family an hour away? No. And then you realize, you don't know if this started. You don't know if it's ending. And no one in authority has said a single thing that matches what you're seeing with your own eyes. The signal isn't the outage, it's the behavior change. Thousands of people making the same decisions at the same time, topping off tanks, buying gas cans, canceling plans. Most people won't call it a problem, not yet, but they're already acting like it is. It wasn't the shortage that felt wrong, it was the coordination. The system didn't fail, it hesitated. And once a system hesitates, people adapt. They hoard, they compete, they stop trusting what they're told. And the thing you can't stop thinking about, the thing that sits in your chest as you watch your gauge drop, is this. If fuel runs out quietly, what else is already running low?
By the second day, it's no longer about fuel. The real disruption doesn't happen at the pump. It happens in the gap between what systems say and what they do. A delivery company's app shows routes as normal, but drivers are rescheduling without notice. Customers get notifications an hour after the window closes. The system logged the delivery is complete. Nothing arrived. A grocery store's inventory says stock is fine, but the trucks that restock it haven't moved. The numbers haven't updated. They won't update until someone manually confirms a problem that no one has officially reported. The system doesn't break, it desynchronizes. Every component still works. Payments process, apps load, screens display information, but nothing happens at the same time anymore. An authorization that should take 4 seconds now takes 4 minutes. That's not a failure, it's friction, and friction compounds. A gas station updates its price at 6 a.m. The payment network doesn't sync until 9. For 3 hours, people pay one price and get charged another. No one planned it, no one announced it, it just happens. Nothing is officially down, everything is just slightly late. That gap is the signal. Most people experience it as an inconvenience, an app glitch, a delayed shipment, a payment error. They refresh the screen, they try again later, they assume it's temporary. And it is temporary, until it happens again. This pattern doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive with warnings or headlines. It shows up as small mismatches. A station marked open that isn't. A truck rerouted without explanation. People trust interfaces, screens, apps, signs. They expect those things to reflect reality. When they don't, the first instinct is to assume the interface is wrong, not the system behind it. But the interface isn't lying. It's delayed. And delay, at scale, becomes a different kind of problem. A nurse checks her hospital staff portal. It says her shift starts in 2 hours. She has half a tank. She calculates the drive. She'll make it, barely. But the portal hasn't updated. Her shift was moved up an hour ago. No one called. The system sent a notification. It hasn't delivered yet. By the time she sees it, she's already late. Systems speak through behavior, not alerts. When payment networks slow, purchases hesitate. When delivery schedules desynchronize, supply adjusts. Not because anyone decided to change it, because the system is reacting to information it received too late to act on smoothly. And people read that hesitation as isolated, personal, bad luck. They don't see the pattern, because the pattern looks reasonable. A fuel shortage gets explained as a logistics problem. The delay gets explained as a scheduling issue. The scheduling issue gets explained as temporary, and temporary becomes normal. Silence is not absence, it's delay. By the time an official statement comes, the disruption has already reorganized itself. People have already adapted. They've already changed their behavior. They're driving less, buying more, hoarding. The announcement doesn't create the response. It confirms what already happened. Signals appear before explanations, and most people wait for the explanation. A fuel disruption looks like a logistics problem, but logistics problems don't create lines 50 cars deep in under 6 hours. Behavior does, and behavior shifts when the signal is felt, not when it's named. You feel it in the roads, in the way people drive, in the conversations at gas stations. No one declares a shortage, but everyone starts acting like there is one. And once that starts, the system can't catch up, because it's not responding to the disruption anymore. It's responding to the reaction. Most disruptions don't need catastrophic failure. They need hesitation. A 3-hour gap in data syncing, a day where the map and the territory don't match. That's the signal. Not the collapse, the desynchronization. And it doesn't repair itself loudly, it adjusts quietly. Systems reroute, people adapt, new normals form. By the time it's obvious, the signal has already passed.